He's wearing white trunks with gold and weighed in at 11 stone, 7 pounds, 12 ounces. Coming to us from Poland, he is a veteran of 36 professional bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Adam Grabiec. His opponent across the ring fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He's wearing gray with red and weighed in at 11 stone, 8 pounds, 12 ounces. Hailing from Battersea, London, England, he is undefeated with 11 wins. 9 of his 11 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Denzel Too Short Bentley.
Okay, gentlemen, 8 rounds or less. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to you both.
Seconds out.
Denzel Bentley, left-hand side of your picture, the taller man, stands 5'11", just under 6 foot. From Battersea, undefeated in 11 fights, and he can bang a bit, and straight away he hits Grabiec with a big right hand, stopping him in his tracks, and this one might not go very far. Talking about him potentially going for a title before too long, and he's showing already the sort of power which is making people sit up and take notice, Barry.
And you can see it's natural, raw power, isn't it? There's not always loads of speed in that word, but you could just have natural heavy hands. He just places those shots with it. Oh, it's a lovely left hook there from Bentley.
Talking about him fighting Mark Heffron sometime in the new year. If that were to happen, that would be an exciting matchup. A Manchester favourite against somebody who's developing a bit of a following down here in London. That's clipped by a right hand there, doesn't want to get too gung-ho.
Well, we saw his last fight, which was a tremendous win there for Bentley, but he makes a few mistakes, but then we have the power he has and the heavy hands that he has. Oh, it's a lovely combination there. He puts his punches together quite well. Maybe stands in the pocket too long, a little bit too tall at times, but as I said, he has that power to get himself out of trouble, to match those mistakes.
No knockdown, says the referee. He was late into boxing, Denzel. Used to do a bit, as he says, with a raised eyebrow and a wry grin on the streets around his Battersea home. Didn't actually get into a gym till he was 19. He's caught again by another right hand there, and as he steps up in levels, he's going to have to be a bit wary of dropping his gloves like that.
But he got caught, and his first reaction was to fire back. And like a lot of punches, they'll know, if you're going to throw and they're throwing, they're going to fancy themselves to come out on top. And the good thing about Bentley, to be fair, is that when he lands with a good shot, he wants to follow it up with a combination. It's not just single shots. He likes to put them together quite neatly.
Works out of the Peacock Gym down in Canning Town. Martin Bowers, the man who looks after Daniel Dubois, sitting and looking on very intently in the corner, watching his charge at work.
That's a good jab there from Bentley. Use that a little bit more. That sets up that long right hand. He just peppers him with that jab.
And a quick win last time out against Kelsey Bell at the Royal Albert Hall, and he was looking to do something similar here. That one went in the second round, and nothing to suggest that he might not pull together another quick win here. More big punches in the closing stages of this opening round. Put a lot into it though, Barry.
He has, but I still think he's still fighting out within himself, to be fair. Oh, that's a good shot. Just the sheer weight of the shots there, pushing him back.
Blood oozing from the nose of Grabiec as it comes to the bell to end an opening round dominated by Bentley.
round 2.
So second round of this 8-rounder. First round completely dominated by Bentley, clipped a couple of times by wide shots from Grabiec, but for the most part, Bentley, the man in control.
It's a nice short uppercut there from Bentley. Just threw the jab and then whipped that little short uppercut.
Sixth fight that the Pole has had this year. And only fair to say that he's lost his last 5 and looking highly unlikely that he's going to win this.
I wonder if he's wishing he would have just kept it at 5 for the season. This is a hard round and a half.
Yeah, tough man, but he needs to be keeping his gloves up, trying to block those headshots. But as he does so, an open target as Bentley slams shots into his midriff.
And also, to Bentley's credit, he's trying to find different angles with the shots. Little screw shots through the guard. I see one there with the left hand, changing the angle of that right hand. So, you know, he looks a bit crude at times, but at least he's thinking about, you know, trying to break that defense, penetrate that pretty closed-up defense there.
There's an athleticism about Bentley, which I like. He'll, of course, tell you, as all fighters will, that when it comes to championship level, when it comes to 12 rounds, he'll be more than ready and willing. But that's a terrific right hand, and Jeff Hines says enough is enough. Utterly one-sided, and the crowd, 1 or 2 boos, I think they'd have liked to have seen the Polish visitor laid out, but we didn't want to see that, and that was a good performance from Bentley.
I thought it was a good performance. You sort of look at Bentley and you think, look, he makes mistakes, he's a little bit wild. Look, there's not loads of speed in his work, but that raw power and aggression. And also in this fight, I think we've seen a little bit more when he was trying to get different angles of attacks against a guy who came in very negative, a really close, tight defence, and he was trying to just change the angle of those shots to punch through the guard. But ultimately, that sheer raw power of his, you know, got the job done. And I think that was a perfect stoppage there by Jeffrey Hines, the referee, because he was on his way down there. That was it.
He didn't like the stoppage when it came. Fighters never do when they come here intent on giving it their best. But the referee had seen enough, and he said, you don't need to take any more. And I'm sure Mark Heffron, the Manchester man, the older man, will be watching on, very interested, knowing that he will be sharing a ring with Denzel Bentley before too long. And here's confirmation of the result. Here's Thomas Treiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 35 seconds of round number 2. Our referee in charge, Jeff Hines, stops the contest as the red corner in no position to continue. Therefore, your winner and still undefeated, Denzel "Too Sharp" Bentley.